Hi friends, this is Leslie from Mermaid Cove Studio, and I am on today to share a final project with you in something I've been working on. So I'm on today for Craftspiration Collaboration with Denise Smith. This is an ongoing collaboration, but this project that I've been working on is for a swap. Excuse me. Sometimes I'll get into the swaps and I'll do a whole bunch of swaps, and you get tired. There's so much fun and there's so much to do, and life is busy. And I figured that I would share my journey in this Craftspiration collaboration on what I did for a one-to-one swap with my friend. It's a doodlebug swap. She and I do a few swaps a year, and we make up our own swaps. We decide what we're going to make. We do mini albums. We do fun packaging, same like you would do in your big swaps. We just do them excuse me, on a small scale, just the two of us, and we get to decide what we're going to put in it. And I'm going to tell you, I have loved doing this with my friend, and I love it. She is an excellent creator, and she does beautiful work, and I'm always excited to get her projects, and we chitter chatter a little bit on the back end, so it's a lot of fun. So this is the first time that I've ever done that, and this is why this fits into what we're doing. I think I kind of really stuck along the idea of crushing my stash when it comes to the paper. I did order a little bit more paper, and it was like getting pieces of paper. I couldn't get a whole collection. I was able to get a sticker sheet, was not able to get any more ephemera, so I don't have any additional. I'll have to dig a little further. I don't think I have any more ephemera for this particular paper, which is spooky and sweet. Well, sweet and spooky. It's sweet and spooky. Anyway, I'm using what I have. But what I've never done before is an embroidery hoop. I did show us the smaller embroidery hoop project that I've never done that before, and here we are. That is like a home decor item, and this is the actual pocket that everything is going to go into. Now, I've seen people do like the paper plate pockets. I've seen a couple of these. I personally have never done those. So I'm like, yeah, heck, I don't have any embroidery hoops. You can order them on Amazon or just go to the, what do I have? I have Michael's in town, but it's way on the other side of town. I have Hobby Lobby closest to me. Amazon is a lot closer because it just comes to my door, and I like that. I'm not an go out and people person too much. Anyway, so I ordered this, came to my door, and I'm like, okay, how are we going to do it? So I did a little research, and I kind of like, okay, so you make a big circle and you glue it on, and then you create this pocket in the front. I guess I could have painted all of this. There's so much more involved in all of this. I don't know what happens to it afterwards, but this is where I am with it. And I would be really excited to receive this mostly because this, and then of course it does have this beautiful doodlebug paper. But we've talked about this floral wrap mesh, and I've seen other people with it. I don't know how they got theirs, where they got theirs. I got a roll of this on Amazon. It was a lot of, I can't tell you. I'm going to show you here. I still have like a lot left. I don't remember what was on the roll. You can go find that on Amazon. I can't promise I will put a link to it because I never remember those things. Although my Amazon will rat me out and tell me when and where I got it. So if you need to know, reach out. Anyway, I doubled this up. I hot glued it on. It takes well to the hot glue. And I created the pocket. And that's where we're going to put all the good stuff in it. I did a bow up here and I tied it on. And I put an eyeball on it because it's cute. It's Halloween, right? It was a lot of fun to do this project. Would I do it again? Absolutely. If somebody says, Leslie, we could do that project. But that's what it looks like. I did also make some cards to go in. So if you've been watching my Craftspiration Collaboration with Denise, you'll see that I've done a lot of different projects along the way. There's been a coffin album. This little guy is the most recent, and it's all things that I've used and done. I haven't used the products before, like there's no die set for this, but the dies that I used to do ATC cards, this was my last video. So if you want more details on that, check out that video. But this is going to go in there. I did a coffin mini album, so a shaped mini album. I did some boxes. There's so many different things that it's all out there on my YouTube channel. And then we had cards, and I think I said 2 cards, but I made a few because my cards were little. And I even made envelopes for these cards. But I kept it simple. I used the 4x6 cutouts on these. Is that what that was? The 3x4 cutouts for this. And I used a little bit of that floral mesh. I did some dots and I popped it up off of there. Just so simple. I actually stapled that mesh on. And I will probably put some sticker. I have some stickers left. I have a little bit of stickers left, so I'll probably add that. And then I made the envelope that goes with it with this. And I know I am a huge fan of We Are Memory Keepers. And I feel like everybody has this. How often does everybody bring it out? Maybe not unless we're using, we're going to make an envelope, unless we have other means. And I know there's a lot of different ways to make them. This is super duper easy. It has, this particular one is the 123 punch board, and it has the envelope maker. I've never made a bow on here. I've never made a box. So watch for that in the near future. That's what that one is. I just use it to make envelopes quickly. And then the tiny one. And I made some tiny envelopes recently as well. And so, but I love getting these things and using them. I also got, this might be funny, the explosion. We Are Memory Keepers explosion board. Isn't that cute? So you'll see that in the near future too. I'm just like, I love all of the Memory Keepers punch boards, and I have a lot of them. Some I've never really explored further than, hello, let's make envelopes. But that 123 board makes other things too, so watch for it. Maybe together we'll learn how to do that. I know there's videos out there, but sometimes it's, what am I going to do with it, you know? Here again, one of my envelopes. And check out this cute little card with the girl. I did a little bit of tearing on the edge here. Kind of make it a little more spooky. But isn't she sweet? And then the little gemmies. Very, very cute. And then this one here. I love that picture. Look at that cute cat. The owl. Cute little spider. Gemmies. Keeping them simple. You know, we just did National Worldwide Card Making Day, and these were not cards that I showed because this was a different project. And these are very, very simple. I like simple cards. I'm not the best card maker. I took some classes. It can get so detailed, but I'm willing to learn. I'm always willing to learn. And then this one here is super cute. We've got the jars of candy, and I put the little black jemmies on top of there, so it looks like they have their little lids on. And this is a birthday card, so if my friend wanted to send out a quick birthday card, she's already got one in the bag. It's already made for her. So these are things that they're gonna get wrapped up really pretty. And then they're just going to go in here. There's going to be a bunch of, I don't think everything is going to fit. I think the mini album is going to be too big for it. But we're just going to start putting these things in clear packaging. And that'll be a whole separate video when I put all this together, when I get it ready to mail out to her. But I wanted to show the process and use things that I hadn't used before. You know, obviously I've used my envelope board, but the reality is when I looked at it, I went, oh, look, that's right, I can do these other things. And so I pulled it out. So I did use it to make envelopes, and then I also pulled this one out to make a smaller envelope for another project. And then also the die set that goes with this. I've never made an embroidery hoop project before like this one, to do a project. So you'll see that in a different video where everything is all put together, wrapped up, and that'll be the reveal for that swap. But you guys have seen all the projects along the way, and I think that's pretty cool because I did dig through my stuff. I worked out of my stash for the most part, except for the extra pieces of paper I ordered, and then used dies that I haven't used before. I used a punch board that I very rarely pull it out because why am I making envelopes? We're buying from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, anywhere, Walmart, order them online. You can order the box. And I was in a group swap recently, and I just used things that were ready, and I just added decor to the cards, and the envelopes were included with the card base. So that was really, really simple. But if I don't have any of that available, then here we go. You open up and you can see what size card that you can make. And I love that. But I especially love this one. This is so cute, the mini ones. I think I could do a mini album out of this little guy right here. But I just wanted to share with you again today. That is where we are with this project. I really, really enjoyed making it. I really enjoyed working with the floral mesh wrap. I mean, I guess if I'm going to do some Halloween flowers, I have all of this floral wrap. But it's so pretty and it's so usable and pliable. It's been very enjoyable to use. Everything that I've done has been absolutely wonderful. But I just want to remind you, if you are not subscribed, push that little button if you so desire. Like it, share it, comment in kindness only, and go check out my sweet friend Denise Abate Smith on her channel. I'll do the links down below. You can see what she's doing. She's a phenomenal creator. Have some fun. And if you want to join us, do your project and hashtag Scrappy Happy so we can see what you're doing. And if you have any questions about anything that we're doing, please feel free to reach out and ask us. Leave it in a message there. All right, my friends. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you next time.